Welcome back to Nino Kuni 2. So right after that storyline, here we go. Go ahead, Teo.
Oh my god, it's you!
What delightful surprise to meet you here of all places. You wish to know what I'm doing here, I suppose. You cannot. It is written over your face.
Were
What are
you
you
watching?
guys doing in the back?
Were you
Well,
watching
friend,
us?
a man must sing to everyone, whosoever he meets, wheresoever he may roam, living or dead. Today I sing to soothe the souls of the departed. But enough of songs for now.
Roland, Connie,
Like so many stories of our world, he's one of strife and suffering.
Say, could you soothe the soul of Tony's dead mother?
Once upon a time, the Heartlands were dotted with small villages whose people lived peaceably, side by side.
Oh, looks like Tanya doesn't want to hear this. She's
Very seldom left alone.
and neither does Roland.
And then monsters, and one by one the villagers vanished. And please pay fucking attention.
How is it that out of us three, the most...
No, that was beautiful though. That was beautiful though. That was beautiful though, because as soon as Single starts telling the story, Tanya does her yawn animation, and she goes away. It was perfect.
To survival. Would they learn from the sky pirates and take refuge in the crowds? Would they follow? But survive they did, had they not. I would have no tale to tell you today. They lived on, as did their stories, and in time those stories found their way to me, and lived happily ever after. The end.
I'm sorry, but how is it that out of the three
Now,
of us,
do you
the
have a
most...
beautiful lady can entertain the night as payment?
How is it that out of the three of
All
us...
about requires an attentive audience, and contentment can be his. Here, it is the least I can do to you.
Okay, time out. How is it that out of the three of us, the most attentive one is me, the preteen young
You're the king,
boy?
Evan. You're the king.
Well, Tanya is also a preteen herself. So
Yeah, and she's just walking off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Evan's though, like probably the youngest, and he's the most.
well. To be fair, Jova, he was raised by royal people, so of course he has more proper education than most of our other characters here.
Thank goodness he didn't turn out spoiled. Also, to the Mr. Turban dude, were you literally just watching us while we were helping Tony's mother move on with her life, and is that why you were waiting?
Of course.
Yes, I will.
No, it's Rumpel, okay? That little cat that saved the dragon.
Oh, this was replying to the question Java posed.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Dibs, if you don't mind.
Oh, here's a little something he gave me to express his gratitude.
So you're probably wondering, what are these manuals that now our citizens keep giving us all of a satu
got your man. Now fuck off.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this later. Hey, Batu, how you doing?
Thanks again for joining in with me little monster hunting expedition, Evan lad. Why am I Irish now?
I don't know, Batu, ask your voice actor.
Ain't late book a marvel, eh? Without it, I never remembered Tony's poor mother, let alone giving her the send-off she deserved.
You would have forgotten about
there you go. See, there you go. See, Teo, something good came out of social media. See, it can happen.
Met yourself, I never have laid eyes on Leaf Book. In other words, this whole thanks to you.
You're very welcome, Batu.
You produce a lot of goodwill.
I prepared a little something to hand you by way of gratitude. Ain't much, but have at it, lad.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see how much it's worth. It's a mechanic's manual.
It actually is cool, trust me. Teo knows what I'm talking about. Trust me, the more of those you have, the better.
Probably worth about £5 at Kex.
Trust me, Debs. Those things. The more manuals you have, the better. Anyway, let's start the actual proper main story of the first expansion. Then,
Evan lad, you need to hail a doctor and fast. Old Kunbish has taken a turn.
Well, we have a veterinarian.
Gosh, what's the matter?
All right, Dwebs, I'm playing Kunbish this time. Why will you not grant me my wish? How many times must I ask? You'll see what I mean.
Kunbish, what's going on? Why is he speaking like that? What wish? What does he want?
I don't know, Evan. Maybe we should ask him. While I desire to be permitted to pit myself against this man in a fight to the death, is that really too much to ask?
Lord fights to the death amongst our own citizens.
Doctor! Hurry, damn ye!
Come on now, let's just calm down and think a moment, shall we? I don't want to have to put you in the debate prison. We'll start by going somewhere a little quieter. We've already caused enough of a stir. Seriously, look at the peace we're disturbing.
No one seems to care.
Don't worry, there's peace, it's disturbed. It's just that the citizens are very polite and don't mention it. do this?
Now, what's this all about, you magic, are you? I could hear that little kerfuffle and calls from here, even though I was standing next to another building.
Behold, a truly mighty opponent presents himself. Come, my brotherly friend, do me the honor of facing me in battle.
Kunbish, is it just me or do you look a little more green than usual?
Not easy.
What in the... Have you taken a knock to the head, lad? Don't answer that.
He's been yabbering about this whole blessed day. What are we meant to do with the poor swab?
Sorry, Swab, but yeah.
I know just the thing. I don't know technique particular to the cloud snake and the water. Let's see there.
Is it punch him until he realizes who he is?
Yes.
No, that's phase 2. It's slap
There
him.
you go.
Yeah, this is
Works every time.
Yeah, this is exactly why I cast you as bot too.
Yahar! You're a marvel, boss! A marvel!
So you a DC then?
Sure, go ahead.
Wow, it looks like someone got up on the wrong side of the group.
All Grizzly
Okay.
Guts. That's Tani's nickname for Batu, apparently. Grizzly Guts.
Let me check if it's an actual way of saying.
What did you do this time, Kunbish?
Weird. I don't recall Kunbish's hair being green.
Very attentive, aren't you, Evan?
Yes, I am.
Alright.
It's almost
He's
like I share the same voice actor as a very attentive lawyer.
Okay, go ahead, that's you now.
What's that now? What am I doing here? And why does my head feel like somebody took a stinking brick upon it?
Well,
Oh dear, I didn't know you were old
And
enough to be senile.
Tanya's not pleased.
Nope.
No, clearly.
What the hell are you looking at?
No memory of your antics, eh? You don't recall blathering on like a sky pirate possessed?
Clearly not, it seems.
You what now? Well, I don't recall any such thing. All I remember is...
Dyeing your hair green?
I was taking a little turn around the rubbly ruins there when I spied me a door. Seems the kind
No,
of door
Dwebs,
swap
this
my
guy,
eyes
Dwebs,
from behind.
Dwebs, this guy's not Welsh. Use a more London accent.
I'm trying Scottish. 'cause
Well,
you're saying
well, yeah, but his accent is more straight Brit rather than any Scottish or Welsh accent, so go for straight Brit.
Behold, I can change my accent at will.
Actually, that's
That'll
Chinggis.
serve you right for going off and gallivanting after treasure on your lonesome, you scallywag. The boss doesn't like solo flyers, and you knows it, so you does.
Also, going into ruins, can those be on ancient Indian burial ground that could get you
Oh, I
possessed?
paid the price, didn't I? And I was there in no more than a second, I swear it.
Sure.
I'm not going to poke me nose around doors that don't belong behind again. You may like to that.
So what's this
Because I don't
mystical...
recall any Londoner speaking like that, Pedro, that's the thing.
Well,
Fair enough.
well, it's been a while since I've seen heard his actual voice. Whatever.
Door
I remember.
in the lovely ruins.
I remember it's not Welsh though. Oh,
Oh shit, not again.
Oh dear.
this man is a barefaced liar. Do not be deceived.
So are we switching voices now?
Wow, this would be one of the easiest witnesses in the nation.
Well, that's half the fun of possessed storylines. There he goes again, speaking with a blessed plum in his mouth.
Should we try and speak simultaneously?
Speaking with a what?
Blessed plum.
This menicious wretch spent far more than a moment beyond that door. He ventured into the depths of the labyrinth. It was there that I possessed him.
For what purpose?
For triggering this expansion storyline. Jova, actually, Sorry.
What labyrinth? What are you talking about? And what do you mean possessed?
The labyrinth I speak of is an ancient network of tunnels concealed amid the rubbly ruins. I am Sir Kunbish. Get it? Just a C instead of a K. Ha ha ha. The spirit of a fallen warrior who sleeps there.
Oh.
Cheery?
Wait, your name sounds just like
Kunbish.
Kunbish. That's
Maybe it's his ancestor.
Who knows, maybe. It could be, it could not be.
Or they could be tripping right now.
Again.
I think someone's knocking on your door, Jova. Come on, Pedro, press X, please. Thank you.
I found a definition of... Oh, hold on.
I intend to make use of this man's body. He is young and strong, and he will make a fine home for my spirit.
Oh, God. No, sorry, Master Xehanort. You got the wrong game. Go away.
Go ahead,
Well,
Jova.
you can't just... Alright, first things first. Why were you trying to pick a fight with Chinggis and Batu, Sir Kunbish?
I wish to test my strength, of course. It has been 2 long millennia since last I had a body, after all.
You must have been out of practice for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
A little.
But enough idle chatter. I must go to Lord Remnant's aid.
Should I tell him?
Shire?
sorry. 1 moment.
That's okay.
Hang on.
Oh, go ahead.
You're not going anywhere. Give Kunbish's body back right now.
No, sure. You have to act more bossy with that.
Right now!
Yeah. Try it again, but more bossy this time. Remember, this is Tani we're talking about. So.
She's always bossy, though.
Look, we all know there's no labyrinth in the Rubbly Ruins. You need to tell us what you're up to, and fast.
All you know, friend, is that you have never come across the labyrinth I speak of. And that is precisely as my master intended it.
That's one of those kinds of...
All according to plan. What he did not intend was that it should have thrown open to the world once more. And for this to have happened, at the hand of none other than the Prince of Wraiths, Master of Fallen Fiends, is nothing short of a disaster. Yeah.
And all of this because you were willing to spend a few bucks on the internet.
The tainted creatures he commands infest its every corridor, and soon they will infest this land also. There you go, we're about to learn the origin of tainted monsters and where that comes from. There you go.
Oh, great, we've been dealing with that excrement a lot.
And when they do, fate's sorry cycle will be repeated. Your realm will be destroyed, as was mine. Ah, sweet Ebswain. So yeah, we're also going to learn a bit more about the past of the Heartlands, before it was called the Heartland, aka the region where Evan's kingdom is located. It used to be a kingdom a long time ago. But the truth yet escapes me. How could this have happened? What can have disturbed the rite of entombment, the constant vigil by whose power my master kept that great evil from the world for so long?
Hubris?
I guess. I just don't want to believe it was just that easy, you know?
Did Lofty
You'd be
topple out with the
surprised.
power
Wait,
source again?
so that's why you took over Kumbish's body? You wanted to go and find out? So how come you wound up here in Evermore?
I took the wrong turn.
I'm glad you asked me that. I'm glad you asked me that. That will allow me to go into a long flashback story. See, a long time ago.
At least it's not a musical.
A long time ago.
Possessing a human being is no
way.
possessing a human being is no easy task. It took time to overcome my host's resistance and gain full control. In time which he returned here to this castle, which is why I'm here now.
I mean, it's demonic possession, it's not rocket science, come on.
But I may tarry no longer. I must hurry to the side of my lord and master. The Prince of Wraiths must be defeated.
Right.
Shiri?
I thought we told you. You can't just walk off with Kunbish's body. How do you think that would make him feel?
Yeah,
I
he's
imagine
gonna
there's a lot of pain to be felt in this epic quest.
he's gonna be very bothered by the fact that he was possessed. Come on, just think of his feelings. Come on.
That's not even going to the potential pain there may be in facing whatever is to come.
That is true. Yeah. And Evan is also quite agreeing with Tani, it seems, judging from his expression. But without a body, I am without a voice. And with neither to call upon, how am I ever to rid the world of that unspeakable evil? Tell me, how?
Why it's always unspeakable?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if what you're saying is true, our kingdom is in terrible danger. And when our kingdom is in danger, well, it's in our interest that this Prince of Wraiths is defeated too. Maybe we can make friends with him and allow him to join our kingdom. Why don't you give us Kunbish back and we'll go and get rid of him for you?
But you are not of Emswain. Why would one with no ties to my beloved kingdom seek to grant it such a boon? You clearly don't know, Evan.
We just knock on the door and establish trade treaties and relations.
It's a bit of the old ways, so...
You said yourself, our kingdom is in peril, and I am its king. It's my sworn duty to protect my people.
That is true, yes.
And I will command unto him to let my
That
people
look!
go!
I've seen such steel, such resolve in the eyes of only one other. My liege and master, Lord Rimnus. He must have been a determined king, the one you're describing. Very well then, I shall entrust to you this most sacred of duties. May the Prince of Wraiths fall at your hand, that my master might be saved.
Well, that was easy.
Yes,
Not
it was.
master.
Could I possibly deliver my lines in any more theatrical way?
Well, what happened? I feel like...
You died.
Let's just say you got your hair
So-
dyed green and caught a day.
Matey, you're back! You're back, so you are!
Back from where, you nonsense shit? I ain't been nowhere but right here. Seriously, I'm so traumatized. My accent
Yeah,
keeps changing.
actually, that's a good question. What happens to a person's consciousness when he gets possessed?
I love
Don't
Tany's
probably
face.
just left your body after laying a whole heap of trouble right upon us all. Sorry, boss. Sorry for whatever it is I've done.
Tanya seems to find this funny, in a sort of twisted way.
Tony, this is no joke.
Kunbish hasn't done anything wrong. In fact, quite the opposite. If he hadn't been possessed, we might have never found out about this until it was too late, which
What are
means
you
more
smiling about?
work for us. Thank you oh so much, Kunbish.
And why are you smiling about this? You're the king. Possessed? What in blue blazes?
Yeah, we'll tell you later.
All right, everyone. If we're going to stop these monsters from overrunning Evermore, we'll need to find this labyrinth and put a stop to the Prince of Wraiths for good, all in a day's work.
Yeah,
Pretty
Well,
much.
you two parts work.
we're JRPG protagonists. It's kind of what we
And
do.
Luffy was there too.
All right, Lofty, you were here too.
Yeah, Lofty's right there, just watching, right next to Chinggis.
Labyrinth? Rifts? Have you dogs all gone clear out your blessed minds?
Don't worry, Chinggis will tell you.
Honestly, that's not the weirdest thing we've gone
We'll
up
fill
against.
in the blanks to him.
Alright, so. The Lair of the Lost Lord.
Sounds like a nice place to vacation to. Gosh, what's everyone doing here? Seriously, who let these people in?
We want to pay Rye.
We have terrible security.
Jova.
Chinggis told us all about the trouble Kunbish caused, Your Majesty. So, I came to say sorry on his...
Poor Kunbish.
Yeah? Who the flip are you? His man?
well...
Lofty, it's called being gentle.
Or maybe she is his mom. They both have discolored hair. No, I most certainly ain't, you little scoundrel. Listen, we all heard what's going on, and we want to help out in whatever way we're able.
Yeah, that's another thing. All the citizens you've collected over the course of the game will help you in this particular storyline. Go ahead.
Help out? You mean you want to help me fight the Prince of Raves? NPCs want to help me?
Drips?
Do not worry on that front. With a name like that, we're none of us about to go up against the bloke ourselves. But anything else we can do to lend a hand, you just say the word.
Ah, there's the rub.
By the sound of it, there's a gargle of daft wee business to worry about as well as Big Princey.
Ah, there you go, Scottish Yoda.
Yes, if you're going to need all the help you can get, which is why we decided we're going to pull together in whatever way we can to give you the support you need.
And by that we mean we're going to stand here and clap and cheer for you.
Actually, no, they will actually go into the labyrinth with us. They won't fight, but they will help us in other ways that they can.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then how can I possibly say no to you guys actually doing something for once? Together, we can bring down any enemy. I'll be counting on you all.
You're right next to me and I'm next to you.
Yes.
Pushing on through until the battle's won.
Haven't scattered
Number
subjects.
of
Go ahead, those. Sorry.
Number of subjects have headed into the labyrinth to lend them a helping hand. Be sure to talk to any you come across. They might have useful information to share. Like, this is a very dark cave, Everett. I hope you brought a torch.
No, the information is actually good.
We'll use Lofty as a torch.
So if I understand correctly, the NPCs that come and help you are determined by whichever NPCs you've done certain quests with?
Yes, that's actually a good point, Jova. Yes, there's a total of 100 floors in the labyrinth, and there's a total of 100 citizens you can recruit in this game. So, yeah, you can probably guess how that goes.
Oh, sweet. So we're going to have one helping us at every floor. This
Well,
is good.
potentially. Some of them will be at the entrance, giving you a particular set of shops that will help you immensely gathering looting materials that you're doing for crafting as well.
I'm guessing
But anyway, in the meantime, I actually got the origins. At least Urban Dictionary gives me two definitions from Grizzled Guts. One, someone who overeats and scoffs, also usually greed. Okay. And Australian, someone who complains a lot often about unnecessary things. See Whinger, whatever the hell that means.
So
yeah,
what
when
about the whole
that's
plum
the
in the
thing
mouth
around
thing?
here as well.
So, yeah, obviously, when you buy the DLC, this appears in the world map, as you can see.
Wow, the sky suddenly got darker all of a sudden.
It's because it's evil.
I
And
thought we were
evil
just
is
having
dark.
overcast weather tonight.
Alright, allow me.
Yeah. Dude, you got the wrong Zelda game. Go away.
Yeah, shouldn't you be in a Twilight Princess level?
Meet the Lost Lord.
With his
And
army
his
of
friend-
the
and his friends.
untainted.
So there you go. All the tainted monsters that we've been fighting over the course of the game, they actually came from here.
Of course. That must be one of the fallen fiends that Kunbish mentioned.
Indeed.
Flip, man! Seems like Gary Ghosty. Better be telling the truth.
Face.
Gary Ghostface.
Yeah, my friend Gary
I
Ghostface.
serve one king. I heed only my master's words. Invaders must be destroyed. All invaders.
Oh boy, this one's
Alright,
hot.
Evan, I know this one. Display information and then descend gradually.
Invaders? Or are you talking about us?
No, I'm talking about the land. Warrior, yes, I'm fucking talking to you. This is not your home. This is not your land. The Heartlands belong to our master. To the Prince of Raves. Return the Heartlands. Or suffer my curse. Go ahead, Chiri.
Right, I've had enough of this. Listen, Buster. This is Evermore. This is our home. Right, this is our home, all right. If anyone's an invader, it's you.
My god, Lofty, she's gonna make a great queen one day.
Gonna get us all killed, more like.
Oh, please! We've dealt with this stuff 100 times over. And
Yeah.
counting.
All of a giant cupboard behind them.
Oh, come on, Lofty. Why did you become such a coward?
Well, maybe you could turn into a giant dragon and help us out with that.
I can't.
And-
The hero here won't let me.
Interlopers, hear my words. Our forces are gathering. You will fall. Your end is nigh.
Yes, that's right. I've heard the story over and over again.
Two.
Oh, sorry, give me a second. Well, that was a clear declaration of war as I ever heard. Sounds like we need to get the guy in charge first. I'm guessing he's beyond that gate.
Fast.
Indeed.
But this is on a fog gate.
Well, there's only one way here, and that's through this swamp here. Let's see what these tainted beasties are about, shall we?
Indeed. Let's do that. All right.
Of
First, we
course
gotta
you
get
realize,
past,
sir,
that
this
guy.
means
War. Yeah.
Yep, let's do battle.
All right. So first, let's fight this tinted monster. Okay. So
Oh.
She one-shotted you.
that's because Dwibs, the labyrinth actually unlocks after you defeat after you finish chapter 6 in the storyline. So it can be.
Right. Suppose that means we can have a poke around in this labyrinth thingy now, eh? Let's get.
You know, Lottie, I'm beginning to think that maybe we don't have too much to worry about.
Trust me, Evan, we do.
Yeah,
But,
Evan, no.
Trust me, Evan, we do. Well, okay, let me explain, Dwibs. Basically, because if you start a new game with the expansion already installed, this labyrinth will become unlocked after chapter 6 in the main story. So the game is designed in a way where you can start this right immediately it becomes available, because just in case you're doing that, you know.
So this is it. The labyrinth.
The Sonic Labyrinth?
No. There's a ticking sound, so it's not that one.
It's massive.
Also, I can.
You have no idea, Tanya. You have no idea.
No sign of any monsters, at least.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, it's a good point. You can jump in this, so this definitely is not Sonic Labyrinth.
More's the pity. I was hoping we'd be right back at the club, but the Satan's forms to be hearing so much about.
Don't worry, Batu. We will.
Any ideas what that thing is?
It looks
It's,
like
Sauron.
Sauron.
Hey, Dwebs,
That by there is a warp. That by there is a warp world.
Hey, Dwebs, it's like in VR Troopers. It's like some portal or gateway.
Oh, what?
A magic door.
Allow me to, and then Sir Kunbish shows up. Allows me to explain, dear lady.
A what indeed?
In
Enlighten
song.
us, oh spiky one. Oh, spiky one. They were all the rage back in the good old days when the world was brimming with magic. Honestly, man, you should have been there. Anyway, they're basically fancy spency teleporty thingies.
Ah,
Right.
okay. All
There
right.
were all the rage at funky parties back in the day. Back when everyone in Ni no Kuni had an afro and knew how to walk and talk the talk.
We'll talk more about that big past of the world back when it was doing magic in the second expansion.
Let's hope so. Well, let's make this our base and explore the labyrinth from here.
Yes, let's.
But I didn't bring the base flag thingy. Motion seconded. We'll get a little crew down here to make the place so homely like.
So,
Yes, and then we'll take over this palace.
So, yeah,
level
like-
by level.
So yeah,
Pretty much.
like Batu just said, this will be our safe spot in the labyrinth. Shops and other facilities are available in the entrance hall of the labyrinth, so you can prepare properly before diving into a warp whirl and journeying into the maze beneath. So yeah, basically you have Kunbish running the inn, and once again Gretel handling the shop. Oh, hold on. Go ahead, Dibs.
Everyone in Evermore has got an ounce of spirit and a bit of spine should get themselves the entrance of the labyrinth in the rubbly ruins right away. King Ever needs your help, so don't let the lad down, or you have me to answer to.
Also, don't get possessed again, Kunbish, please.
I'll try.
You know, now that I think about it, don't I have literal armies that I could take with me to storm these levels?
Yeah.
Can't go getting yourself injured though.
You do.
Yeah, you're not getting possessed neither.
I'll bring sandwiches. Jovi Minty.
Unable to fight? You should stay at home.
Fear not, I will protect any non-combatants.
Wow, what's going on over in Evermore?
What?
That's not Luigi.
Son and Waluigi shows up, I guess.
It doesn't sound
He's still salty because he wasn't his mash.
Sound good, whatever it is.
All right, that was the Waluigi cameo. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so another trapdoor. There you go. So yeah, and once again, you can over the course of this expansion, you'll be able to also see these conversations. Go ahead, too.
Oh god, that hair.
Sorry, give me a second. It's impossible to play around through this place. The layout keeps on changing. Man, I thought the treehouse was hard to navigate.
What, the Nintendo treehouse? Yeah, I know the feeling.
Already made that, Libs.
Shirai.
But that must mean the monsters find it difficult to make their way around as well, mustn't it? That's something to be thankful for, at least.
Unless they end up stumbling upon our camp and then going all Friday the 13th on us.
Well, we have people here.
He seems okay with it.
Yeah, he does.
Lottie always seems okay. It's like he's on the dust again.
Well, it's like his bio says, Jova. He prides himself on providing levity to make sure people don't crumble under the pressure. So.
Does he use the dust for that?
It's to stop me from crumbling, man.
Teo, if you please.
Oh, it's still me, okay. I am Glaucus, will not believe what I saw in the Labyrinth. A ghost. We're rage spooky. Everyone mind put a warning on leaf book telling folks to stay away.
Alright.
Then who will help Heaven?
Alright,
Yeah, I know this one is still me. I would advise against that. I have seen similar posts. All they achieve is to encourage the foolish to enter. See,
Yeah.
social media does that too.
Well, I guess understands social media. Then.
You know, I had to pull away Logan Paul for the third time this week. It's such a bad habit.
In the meantime, Lofty climbed on that bench to be more on the level, I guess.
And I'm still a shorty.
It's
Yes.
okay, Lofty. Sometimes you can grow large and proud.
Just be glad that Batu isn't using you as a soccer ball.
My class and I are behind you all the way, King Evan. You will be sure to take a break whenever you are feeling tired, yes?
He's a video
course.
game character. He's a video game character. He never gets tired.
Well, that depends. If this game some games have stamina systems.
Well, this game doesn't have one, does it, eh?
No.
Lofty, just be glad we're not running on Metal Gear Survive logic. Otherwise, we'd be needing to get water, oxygen, and rations every single 10 seconds.
Yeah, that would be that would be interesting to have. Hey Dwebs, that would be interesting to have Lofty constantly talk to the players saying, "Hey Evan, pay attention to your fluid intakes. Pay attention to your blood levels."
Chuck a block of orbs down in the labyrinth there. Most folks are Evermore never seen one. They're going bananas over them.
Really? They've never seen anything like this before.
No.
Apparently.
They need to get out more.
Evan, that's
To answer your question about the soldiers and armies that you have, Evan. Well, remember that's the whole point. And right now they're protecting the kingdom while you're away.
Well, I have like several different sentries though. Couldn't I have brought like one of my platoons with me?
True, but that would be a bit broken for the boss battle, wouldn't it?
At least I could have brought my 2 dragons under my employ.
That's actually a good point.
Evan, I told you, a Kirohito cut the dragon for the budget.
No, the dragons are still there. They just only help out with skirmishes.
Sorry. Go ahead, Jova.
Sorry, I saw all kinds of things as palace sorceress, and even more as leader of a bandit gang. But I never came across a spell strong enough to seal this place and all the monsters in it away.
Oh well. It's okay, nice to...
Darn, that would have helped out a lot now, wouldn't it?
It would have. Oh, never mind. Did I, No, Jova's the one playing Marlene. Why did I pace it like this? Ugh.
I don't know. You'll have to ask past Pedro about that.
Yes. Unfortunately, past Pedro is no longer here.
He's your worst enemy. He's the one guy who can get away with everything.
Your efforts are appreciated nonetheless. It seems we have no choice but to stem the tide of tainted monsters at its source. We must venture further into the labyrinth.
Well, good luck with that,
Trust no
darling.
one, not even yourself.
Yes. Alright, let's see what Gretel has for us.
Come to do some shopping, eh?
Welcome, Your Majesty.
So yeah, she has plenty of food here and stuff for us to buy. So basically,
This shop is really useful for the dungeon, not just for looting materials, but for food that helps you like with the experience and item drop.
I imagine as such.
If you're in need of a rest, you'll find no better place than this. And only costs you 20G.
You're making me pay to sleep in one of my own camarade's tents.
Well, no
That's
discount.
capitalism, Evan. Things
What?
go down, profits go up.
all right, go ahead and
Just
explain
like
Minty, please.
Your timing is excellent as well, Your Majesty. I took it upon myself to scout ahead and was just now preparing to report back.
All right.
Unfortunately, I died, so this is the ghost of Minty talking to you.
Really? Oh, thank you, Minty.
All right. Please report, Minty, if you don't mind.
I ventured as far as the 20th floor, and I found no sign of anyone who might be described as a prince of race. I did manage to find a Lord of Wyoming, though. Excuse me. It appears that thing leads directly to the 21st floor, but I would not venture any further unless you are fully prepared. Something in my cat senses was telling me.
Translation: every 20 floor, the stakes raise considerably in terms of level and challenge.
Yes, new weapon rolls will become available at the entrance hall as you work your way through the labyrinth, allowing you to avoid starting from scratch every time. Yeah, like every 20 floors, a new gate opens and allows you to warp to that. The first 20 floors of the labyrinth are relatively easygoing, so feel free to breeze through them. Don't worry, the Prince of Raves and all the unique loot are further down. So basically, if you still feel like you could use some grinding at this point, feel free to use the first 20 floors since the game has said they're easy going. However, if you're like me and you've already completed the campaign by this point, go ahead and get straight down to business. So, alright, tune in next time, everybody, where we go into the labyrinth.
So yeah.
Sounds like fun.